Hello, 7th graders. It's Mrs. Capper here to explain your Segment 1 collaboration. Many of you get to this point and you wonder, what do I have to do to complete this collaboration assignment? Well, let's find out. You go to your main page in Lessons, and you'll see over here on the right, you'll see it says Collaboration. So let's select that. And it talks about the different types of collaboration methods. We are going to do what's called an asynchronous collaboration. And each participant will then participate in this collaboration on their own time. Instead of bringing you all into a live learning session at the same time, this is the kind of collaboration that we can probably do independently. So you're going to go ahead and select Segment 1 Collaboration. And when you do, it says, welcome to the Segment 1 Collaboration Asynchronous Activity. Follow the directions below to complete this collaboration activity using the asynchronous method. So you're required to submit one collaboration assessment in each segment, and you can submit it at any time. So you don't have to do it in week 5 like your PACE chart notes, but you do have to complete it before you take the Segment 1 exam. I would just suggest, since you're doing 2.01 in week 5, just go ahead and get it done when you do 2.01 because it's really not much more work. So for this collaboration, you're going to be completing what's called a peer review. So if you remember, for 2.01, the biological interactions activity, you had to write a letter, and it talked about the letter was written to a park ranger of Everglades National Park on why it's important to control the python population. So in this 2.01 biological interactions discussion, you will find postings from classmates showing letters written to the park ranger, because everyone is going to write your letter for 2.01, and then for the 2.01 discussion, you're going to post your letter in the discussion group, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. So what you'll do is you will read one of your classmates' letters, and you'll make note of which classmate, what their name is. And you're going to tell me whether or not you feel the rationale that they used is a strong and valid point for solving the Python problem. And once you've read their letter, you're going to submit the answers to these questions. And if I was you, I would just go ahead and highlight these questions, and I would copy them, and then I could paste them right into a Word document or a Google Doc, whatever you prefer. And you could even type them right into the student comments section of your 2.01 collaboration assessment. Go ahead and check out the grading rubric just so you know how you're going to be graded on this assignment. You want to make sure that you've listed the name of the classmate whose letter that you read. You want to include a detailed review, and you want to actually cite in quotations pieces of their writing and reasoning from your classmate. And you want to explain why or why not you believe they made a valid point for controlling the Burmese python population. And then you also want to give a thorough review, and you can again quote direct lines from their piece for 2.01, and you want to explain why or why not you believe that your classmate created a successful plan for solving the Burmese python problem. And then you want to include a complete statement of any changes or recommendations that you would offer, supported by explaining their reasoning, okay? So you want to just basically say, I agree with all of your points, or I disagree, and here's why. But of course, you want to make sure you're respectful and polite and use good manners, and that you also use proper spelling and grammar, etc. Okay? So that's how you'll be graded. Now, what you'll do in order to find this 2.01 biological interactions collaboration discussion is you just go right up here to the 3 lines where it says main menu, and you click on that. And then you'll come on over here to discussion groups, and you'll see it's there, 2.01 biological interactions. Okay, so what you'll want to do first is make sure that you've posted your letter. Okay, so you can simply go ahead and select new message, and you'll put in here 2.01, and you might even want to put your name. Okay, and then you can just copy and paste your letter right here. And I'm not going to actually go ahead and scroll down and post this because I don't want to add something like that, but that is how you will post yours. Okay, you're going, or another way is you can just go ahead and you can reply to my posting. That's one way you can do it too. Okay, you just hit reply to this message and a little text box will appear, and you're going to put your name, you know, my name. My is my first name, name is my last name. My name, and then you're going to go ahead and you can copy and paste your letter to the park ranger for the Everglades National Park and talk about, you know, the Burmese python population and why it's important to control that population. Okay, and then you will want to go to your assessments area, okay, and you'll want to go and you'll find the 2.01 collaboration assessment. And you will be sure that you have put all of the information that you needed into your text box, or if you want to put it all into, like I said, a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document, however you want to do that. And this is the information again, boys and girls, that you will want to include in order to get full credit. You'll want to make sure that you write in complete sentences, that you give details, that you actually quote with little quotation marks from your classmates' posting to prove their point, okay? And whether you agree or disagree respectfully. And that's what you do for your segment 1 collaboration. I hope that was helpful.